back now. It is day 2 of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's, I don't know what you call it really. I mean, they're calling it a tour of Nigeria, whether you call it a publicity stunt or a sort of victory lap. I don't know what you want to call it. Many are calling it a sort of royal tour on their terms.
Quasi-tour.
Quasi. Yeah, whichever.
Not the real thing.
Yes.
Anyway, but commentators noted that Nigeria is actually the 12th most dangerous country in the world. And the military base Harry travelled to is somewhere the Foreign Office advises against all travel to. And this highlighting the hypocrisy over their security fears in Britain.
Yes, this comes as reports suggest the King was too busy to meet his son in the UK because he was actually having a private meeting with the famous footballer David Beckham.
That's got to hurt.
Ouch, that's got to hurt.
That's
Although you
got to
can
help.
kind of understand, I mean, Bex.
Yeah. Golden balls over ginger. I'll leave it there. Right, joining us now is the royal biographer and former photographer Ian Lloyd. Ian, welcome to the show. Always a delight. So, they're on another global privacy tour, this time Nigeria. What's the point of it? They're not royals anymore. Is it just a showbiz ding-dong?
They're not royals, but the reason that Harry and Meghan are famous is because he's the son of King Charles III and Diana, Princess of Wales, who's still quite internationally famous, although she's been dead nearly 30 years now. But it's that royal brand that they need, and it's their sort of post-royal life has been waning. They've not really done very much in the last 3 or 4 years, apart from the book, obviously, and various documentaries. They need to boost the image, so they've come over here and almost use the British royal family to have this sort of show themselves as on the world stage, if you like. So, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I saw all the documentaries in Nigeria, the news bulletins. I don't know what the people there thought, who they were, you know, whether they're just celebrities or whether they're royalty. It's very unclear, I think. But yeah, I mean, and ironic, as you say, because they want supposedly privacy and they've gone on this very high-profile tour, haven't they?
And Ian, a key point here is the security, or more to the point, the hypocrisy surrounding it. Don't forget, here's a fella that went to court saying that the British taxpayer should support him in all security matters while on British soil, and yet the Global Peace Index puts Nigeria at 144th least safe country on the planet. There are 72% more violent crime in Nigeria than in the UK. Not a peep about any of that.
Well, that's it. He's supposedly, or they've supposedly hired 4 security people, and the Nigerians have put an awful lot of money behind the tour to ensure their safety in a country where most people earn £1.50 a day to survive, you know. So there's, again, a bit of hypocrisy and irony in all of that. So it's you know, in a good way, I suppose it shows what Harry could have offered to the British royal family by going over there as a working royal, but it highlights the fact that our royal family, the working royal family, can't get over there to Commonwealth countries at the moment. That's the other problem, the optics, if you like.
What about the language that we've been hearing from Meghan, saying thank you to the people of Nigeria for welcoming her home? Because, of course, she's discovered, hasn't she, through DNA analysis, that she's of Nigerian heritage. And yet, I'm reading this morning that she actually met Harry in the Windsor suite at Heathrow en route to Nigeria, but dislikes this country so much, where she got married and welcomed into the royal family. She didn't even want to step foot outside the airport. I mean, many people would say this should be her home with Harry. I mean, it sticks in the core a bit, don't you think?
Yeah, and I mean, it's. I think it's the fact that she knows she's not 100% popular here. I mean, when she was at St Paul's with Harry for I think it was the Platinum Jubilee, they got booed. Some says there was boos the other day. So she knows her image is not 100% popular. So she probably wouldn't want to do that. And as you say, there would be irony if they're supposedly feeling unsafe in this country. If they keep regularly popping back as a couple, it seems to undermine that argument, doesn't it?
Well, Ian Lloyd, thank you very much indeed. We'll watch it with fascination, don't we, as this tour continues. But royal photographer and former photographer, indeed, thank you for talking to us this morning.
43%
Nigerian, she claims to be. Yeah, 43%. Yeah.
And now it's her home.
Yeah, and that's it. And she feels at home. And she had this thing about, she said to some kids, as I look around this room, I see myself in all of you. It's so saccharine.
Really? She grew up in LA.
Yeah.
And also, just the fact, it just really has fascinated me that she would not step foot outside of the Windsor suite, which is actually only supposed to be for the royals anyway, and they're not technically royals anymore. But does she really hate this country so much she couldn't spend a night or even half an hour inside our country? She had to wait in the airport for Harry.
I think you're right. What was so interesting as well, when Harry walked up the steps at St Paul's Cathedral in the week, he was cheered. The last time they were together, they were booed. Is she the boo factor?
Yeah, but she's just not reading the room.